Hello and welcome back to Youre33. So today I wanted to make my very first reaction video. I hope it will turn out okay. I'm filming with my webcam today, so I don't know how the quality will be, but we'll see about that. I'm gonna watch a video from BBC about what not to say to a cosplayer. Before I do that though, I want to say that I don't personally cosplay. I might have my wigs and stuff and ears and I don't know what, but I don't cosplay. What I do is more like using a costume and not exactly cosplay, and I'm aware of that. So let's begin.
You're a geek.
I'm not a geek. I think you are though, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I love being a geek.
Being a geek just means that you're really passionate about something and like you're not ashamed to show it.
Like everyone's a geek.
I agree completely. I call myself a geek too. I love anime, I love games, I love everything comic related. I love a lot of things that might be a little bit geeky, and I don't see any problem with that, to be honest. But some people always find a reason to be annoyed or want to say something negative about stuff. Or they just don't understand. When you don't understand something, sometimes it turns out to be just a negative comment.
Geek about something, like you've got to, like, if you're interested in something, you're a geek about it.
And geeks make money, you know.
Also true.
Geeks make your iPhone. Do you ever cosplay during sex?
It happens.
I know.
Okay, do people actually ask that? How is that the very first question? And do people really honestly ask that? Because especially if it's not like a close friend that might ask this question, who else would? And why would they? I mean, it's creepy. And also as I said, I don't cosplay, but costumes either cost a lot of money or take a lot of effort and time to make. So why would you wear it during a time that it might get destroyed or something else?
Yeah, but never to ask, because I won't let you.
There's no bodily fluids going near my costume.
Yeah.
Plus my costumes are like really expensive, so if he rips that, I will punch him.
There's nothing unsexier than standing there and be like, hey man, can you undo my zip? I can't actually reach it, I've got false nails on.
If you've got all of these outfits in your wardrobe already, and some of them, you know, you look really good in, then why not?
Also, when you come out of costume, you look so great because you'll have wig hair and you'll have this like tape stuck to you. You'll be really sweaty, maybe like this paint on you. Nice.
Yeah.
So gross.
It's just disappointment from like, it looks great on the outside, then when all the control wear comes off, you're kind of like,
I don't want this no more. Take me back.
Sometimes it's just so obvious, like, who you're supposed to be. And then people go, oh, who are you dressed as today? Mad.
That's so true. I mean, I get that. When people are like, where is that from? Sometimes it's so obvious.
Max, I'm dressed as Mad Max.
Spotted as a niche character in costume, you know, you've almost immediately made a friend.
Yeah.
Because you're like, yes.
Yes, that's really true. I meet people that like the same kind of anime, comics or whatever, or mangas that a lot of people don't know, that aren't mainstream and that are actually niche. Yeah, you definitely want to connect with that person immediately.
We both like this series or this thing enough to get it.
We both like obscure anti-communist political cartoons from 1904.
Let's be friends.
but you're still a virgin, right?
Oh God, fucking.
Why would someone think that? Seriously now, why would someone think that? Just because you're a geek, you have to be a virgin? I don't think these two things go together anymore, at least.
Oh, let me hope not.
I mean, being a geek is almost kind of mainstream nowadays.
I've been with you 3 years now.
I know so many couples that do this.
Do I?
And one of my mates is practically swimming in it.
You're obviously still a child at heart. You can't possibly even know what that is.
It's none of your business. Yeah. But nerds do nerds.
Oh my gosh, this child card. You're just a child, that's why you still watch anime, that's why you still read comics and stuff. No, I'm seriously not a child. People that watch anime, all of those people are not children and they're not stuck in their childhood. The one has nothing to do with the other, and I think people can't really distinguish that. They think because something is animated that it automatically is just meant for children, but that isn't the truth. That honestly gets on my nerves. And I remember I used to hear a lot from adults when I was a little younger, let's say a teenager. When you grow older, you will grow out of it and won't watch that anymore. Well, here I am, still watching anime, even creating a YouTube channel to talk about that. So,
I mean, if anything, it actually can help you in the bedroom.
Like, guarantee you Comic-Con night, everyone in that hotel room is getting busy.
Oh, I got with Snow White or Princess Leia last night.
Can I touch it?
You put that much money and effort into something that's possibly quite delicate. No, you cannot touch it.
Is it because you don't like your real life?
How annoying of a statement is that? That people dress up, use cosplay, or any kind of other form that isn't mainstream to dress doesn't mean you want to live somewhere else, to be someone else, and you hate your life. At least not necessarily, you know? Like, a lot of cosplayers love what they're doing, they're very passionate about it, so they love that certain thing, dressing up, but they're still themselves.
My real life.
My real life's great.
My real life at the moment is quite difficult, so yes, it is kind of an escape for me.
I love my job. I've got a band that I really love playing in. I've got other hobbies, like I'm active, I go to the gym, I do things, I've got friends. I do have friends.
See, people have to really stress out the point that they have friends and a normal social life, which is, I mean, obviously we're gonna have friends and have a social life. Not, okay, some are more antisocial than others, but you don't have to be a geek or a cosplayer to be antisocial, you know?
I know friends who suffer from anxiety, depression, and a lot of mental illnesses, and because of cosplay they've been able to open up about themselves, they've been able to even step outside of their front door.
I feel like I'm more myself, like I feel happier, like I can express myself.
But why?
Why not?
Because I want to do it. Why do you wear khakis and like go to the coffee shop and I don't know what normal people do.
We're making friends, we're having a laugh, we enjoy what we do, and again, coming back to the whole childcare thing, we bring a smile to someone's face.
I agree with everything they said. That makes absolute sense to me, and I don't understand why we have to ask someone, why are you cosplaying? Why are you dressing different than anybody else? Why are you dressing differently than the mainstream fashion right now?
Or a very confused look to some.
Why do you make tiny model boats? It kills time and it makes me forget about the fact that I'm slowly dying.
Okay, so that was a video. I have to say that I liked all the people in that, and I enjoyed listening to them, to be honest, and I agreed with actually everything they had to say. The weirdness of those questions shows that people might actually ask those things. And I don't understand why you would do that. Of course, most people I know that would cosplay or that I ever seen cosplay do that in specific events. So most people there wouldn't really ask you any of those things. But I remember when I was wearing a wig and some kitty stockings or whatever those were for an anime event. It wasn't even like fully dressed up or anything. People would still like really look at me. Not always in a bad way, but they were super interested, but some were like really looking, and I don't understand why, seriously. So many people run around with wigs or whatever, even if they look a little bit more normal than my pink wig. But I don't understand why people make such a big deal of things that at least I consider rather normal, and most cosplayers don't cosplay in everyday life. And seriously, that question, if you would wear your cosplay for your private hours, like, I don't know, why would people even ask that? So, hope you enjoyed my video and hope to see you again. Bye bye!